Good morning, guys. Welcome to today's live. I am coming to you from Baltimore, Maryland, East Coast of the US. Hello there, Creed number 8. And today I'm going to be making one of my new favorite flowers, the Gardenia. I've been kind of playing around with the idea. It was actually a request from one of my customers, and so I've been practicing kind of all week, and yeah, I love how it's coming out. So far I have made only one size, and this measures at like around 5 inches in diameter, once you shape the petals. But here I have a 4-inch flower, and I want to experiment a little bit with different sizes, going up, going down. I have also like an oversized petal to make the giant flower template and all of that. But this is a good size to start with, because these you can either use in like a sign, like a welcome sign or a wreath, or even as stemmed flowers as well, in shadow boxes and stuff like that. But yeah, if you want to size this down, it's very easy. You just basically select all the components and then you just resize it. You size it down. So hello, JUJB. Okay, hi Lourdes. So I'm gonna start with just describing a little bit my process. I almost always, I want to say like pretty much exclusively use 65-pound cardstock or 176 GSM, and I almost always use my Cricut machine to cut out the template. This is a pretty simple template to cut by hand as well, so I will also make the PDF available, but as of now the SVG is available in my shop. It's also linked in my stories. But yeah, also the tools that I use, all the tools that I will be using today, and including the paper, like examples of the paper, even though it may not be all the colors, but there are some examples of the paper that I use in my bio. You can go to Amazon storefront. So let's get started. I'm going to be using, hi Hansan, I'm going to be using a bone folder just to curl the petals. Feel free to use whatever you typically use. Sometimes I'll use wooden dowel or even like a marker. But yeah, today I'm going to be using a bone folder, and I'm going to gently curl up one side of each petal. Hi Art Relayer, welcome. So yeah, the Gardenia, I don't know much about the Gardenia. I don't know any facts, but I do know that it's a beautiful flower. It is a bit reminiscent of the rose. I kind of like skipped a step here. I basically flipped the petal, and I'm doing the same thing, but on the other side, right? So once you curl all around, you will end up with the petal looking like this. One side goes up, is curled up, the other side is curled down. Thank you, Marina. And that's the same step that we're going to repeat for all the layers. So I have, as you notice, 4 layers that are similar, just in different sizes. And I have this one, the 5th layer, which is going to be our center, and it looks a little bit different. Hello. It's actually nice to do a live during the day. I typically go live either in the afternoon or at night, and I'm usually like, hi guys. But going live in the morning just feels a lot more, I don't know, feels different. I like it. All right, so that's my second layer, and I'm just gonna pop it on top for now. And then I'm going to repeat again, just to show you guys, you can use another, like a wooden dowel. Typically I'll use the wooden dowel when I'm trying to get like really tight curls, because it allows you to really like get those tight curls. But today we're going more for a slight curl, a wave I was gonna say, but yeah, it could be called a wave, I guess. It's not just for hair. Hi, Creative with Purnima. So I see a lot of like business names too, like craft business, and it brings to mind that my templates are small business friendly. So if you have a paper-based business, you can create, you can use my templates to create physical products, which then you can sell. You just can't obviously resell my template, the digital template, but you can use them to create your own beautiful creations and then sell those. So feel free, if you haven't done so already, if you're new, to check out my Etsy shop. That's where I have all these templates listed. And this one, I listed it, or I linked it in my stories. So now I am going to shape my center, the bud. And I mentioned earlier a little bit that this flower is reminiscent of a rose, which is a flower that I really love. It's very like classic. And also the bud especially reminds me of a rose. But anyway, so I'm gonna curl both sides in the same direction. So you'll see that once I'm all done, all the petals, all the sides of the petals will face up, okay? As opposed to what we've done so far, which was we alternated, one side of the petal went up, the other side went down. For the bud, we're gonna shape it like so. And hola, ideas caprichosas, how are ya? And then we're going to basically, we're going to sort of bring together, that's the word, the two sides. Once for these two petals, and then after for the other two. But it's going to be like a gradual opening, and I'll show you what I mean. For example, I'm going to start by just curling this one side into itself. And I have been preheating my glue gun, so hopefully, yeah, it's ready. So I'm going to use hot glue, just a smidge, just like a dot. And then I'm going to roll the petal into itself, hold it for a few seconds. If you've never worked with hot glue, as the name suggests, it is hot, so be careful. And it dries really fast though, so that's good. Kind of stuck to my finger a bit, stuck to my thumb. So now that I have this side curled into itself, I'm gonna again bring these two together, and this side is gonna kind of hug the other side. So it's easier if I do it while laying it on the table though, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put 2 dots of glue and I bring them together. Like so. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing but for these two, and they're not gonna come together as tightly, but there's gonna be a bit more space for these two sides. So first I'm gonna add 2 dots of glue. Bring it together. Hello, Marta Manualidades. Welcome. And then I'm going to repeat the same thing for the other side, again leaving a little bit of space this time, like so. Hi Diana. How are you? Okay, so now that we have our bud, one last thing that I'm going to do, and this is optional, but this step is going to give the flower a bit more like height. So if you're doing a stemmed flower, I highly suggest that you do this step. But if you're doing like, I don't know, a garland or a shadow box where the flower will be more like laying flat, then you can skip this step. But basically this just creates a bit more roundness, and you'll see why. So this is a foam mat. Again, all my tools and such are listed in my Amazon storefront in my bio. This is a ball stylus, and I'm going to gently, with circular motions, go around the center. And you have to imagine this is our biggest petal, so this is going to be the bottom petal. And I do want the petals to come up a bit, right? But not too much. So I'm going to apply, let's say, medium pressure. Little to medium pressure to create this shape. It is subtle, but it is maybe a little bit more. It is, it does make a difference. Okay, so I'm gonna repeat the same thing with the other layers. This is the second layer from the bottom. Again, circular motions. And I'm gonna add a little bit more pressure for this one because I want the petals to sit more upright. So applying a bit more pressure, and don't worry if there's any creases here in the middle. We're not gonna see that, but okay. Yes, this is a gardenia. It does capricciosa. Yep. It is a gardenia. And I'm really like shocked at how like pretty it looks. Really, it's simple, so it's very beginner friendly, but it's I don't know, very it's very cute. Like I can see this being used for like weddings, baby showers, bridal showers. So this is my third petal. This is, I'm gonna apply even more pressure here. And I'm gonna go, in my circles, I'm gonna go a bit around the base of the petals. That's gonna create even more dimension. So just like bigger circles. And then of course, I'm gonna use, you know, my hands as well to sort of shape. And I'm gonna do this throughout the assembling of this flower. Okay, let me get a sip of coffee before I do my last layer. And I'm not sure why I took my mat off, but come back, mat. We need you. Okay, so this is the layer that's gonna go around the bud. So I think of this as like the transitional layer. It really is still part of the bud, but just when the petals are transitioning from bud to petal. So basically, you know, put a lot of elbow grease into this one. You know, feel free to apply even more pressure so that our petals sit upright. And I also like to go with a smaller ball stylus around the base like that. So, good morning from Denver, Colorado. Hi, Bernina from Denver. Cool. Oh, you're watching my video on YouTube, the sunflower and butterflies. Cool. I hope it's helpful, and you know, feel free to like skip as needed if you're watching the live. It's one of like my first lives, and I definitely got like very sidetracked in the process, but either way, people find it useful, so that's good. All right, now I can remove the mat. I don't need it anymore. And I'm gonna start, you know, I'm gonna leave this for the end because this is my favorite part, and to keep you guys on your toes a bit too. So I'm gonna start building from the bottom. So this is my first layer, or the bottom layer. The second layer is gonna go like so. So meaning that the petals of the second layer are gonna be in between they're gonna fill those gaps of the first layer, right? So I'm gonna add some hot glue. You don't need too much. And then I'm gonna place it right on top. Like so. You're making a Mother's Day shadow box. Thank you so much for all the tips. Awesome. You are welcome. I would feel free to share how your shadow box comes out. I would love to see. I always love seeing your guys' creations because you are so creative, and it's cool to see my templates come to life from different creative minds. So can't wait to see it. So as you guys can see, I have done pretty much most of the flower. Now all that's left to do is create the bud and those like transitional petals. But yeah, I like to bring up these smaller petals a bit, shape them up with my hand to create that depth that I was talking about. Open these up too if you want to. But yeah, that's the flower. Now let's go back here. So the first thing I'm going to do is attach these two pieces together. Hello, Gina. Welcome, Martin. So just with some hot glue, I'm going to attach the pieces, and let me make sure. Here we go. Oops. Then I'm going to add a little bit of glue on this side to attach the petal to the bud, but only on one side, like so. Okay. Then I'm going to go onto the second petal. I'm going to tuck it in and then attach it right there, right? So, of course, I need some glue. So I'm going to add some glue right on the edge. And then again, you're going to like tuck it in and hold it down. Like so. Now, these petals went a bit flat, so I'm just going to go back, I think, with my wooden dowel just to curl them back up. If you do need to do this, wait until the glue is dry. And I definitely recommend using hot glue here because it just allows you to work faster, but you know, craft glue works as well. So I'm gonna recurl these petals a bit more, I think, before. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, so same thing. I'm going to add some glue on the edge and then tuck it in and attach it in the bud. Attach it to the bud, like so. So you get this cool like spirally center, which adds a lot of like elegance to this flower. Hi Julie, hi Sana Maral, Toppers and Kobe, Didi, hello. Oops. Okay, so I have two more. And of course, like, this is I've been making these flowers pretty much for like half this week, I would say. But I'll show you guys some of the first ones that I did. I had a lot of fails. So if you're trying to do this and it doesn't like look the way you want it from the first try, don't get discouraged because, I need to put this down. Don't get discouraged because, you know, you just need practice. That just means that you need to try again. Okay. But here it is. Here's my center. Looking super cute. And of course, every time I make white paper flowers, I really have this desire to start a page with nothing but white paper flowers. Like, I don't know, there's just something really cool about white cardstock. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. Now I'm just going to add some glue to the bottom of the bud. And then stick it right in the center. Hold it down for a few seconds. Hi, Yaminia. Hi, Yumimi2K. A lot of new faces. I think it's because I don't typically go live during the day, and so I'm seeing all the daytime folks. Definitely a lot more people during the daytime as opposed to like the afternoon or nighttime. So I'll try to do more lives during the day, but yeah. This is it. This is the gardenia flower. Again, this is great for shadow boxes, floral bouquets, garlands, wreaths. Really pretty and elegant for Mother's Day if you're doing a sign or something like that. And oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys so this is, hold on. So this was my first center. And of course here I had the sizing off too, but yeah, this was my first center. I'm like, oh no. Oh wait, no, this was my first center. Okay, that looks bad. Then I did this, which was a little bit better. Still was like a little bit too busy. Then I tried this, which I don't hate. It's got like a hollow center there. It is cute. And then I finally like got the hang of it and created these, which are the most true to what a gardenia really looks like. So again, if you don't get it right, you know, the first time you try a paper flower or a paper craft or really anything, don't give up. Just keep practicing, give yourself some time to really like experiment, to make mistakes, and then to learn from those mistakes. I sound like a coach right now. Thank you, Rave Loves. Thank you for watching. Hi, Anita. Thank you, Adriana. Am I saving the live? Yes, I am. So I should probably stop rambling since I want to post this on my feed and so that you guys have it as a reference. And again, you can find this template in my Etsy shop. I have linked it in my stories, and I am having a sale right now. Thanks again for watching, and have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend. Bye, guys.